Answering questions. I get this one a lot with my coaching clients in messages. People want to know how to answer the why and how questions. They don't always have to be answered. You can just say, why am I happily married to Jared, and let it float out there. Or you can answer the question. So I have ways to answer the questions that empower you to be able to get what you want quickly, easily, effortlessly, in the most fun way. This is Susie, your beautiful millionaire swan queen. Welcome back to the garden, my beautiful duckling. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing my videos. I will love you forever. I am a life coach with a 99.6% success rate in helping people get back together with the love of their life. My techniques work for anything, but that is my specialty. If you are interested in working with me one-on-one or joining my paid Facebook group, check out my website below. So, you are manifesting something and you are using how or why questions. I love questions. Those are things that I personally do in my own manifesting routine because I naturally ask questions. And when you ask a question, the universe has to answer. Now, if I'm asking this to Jared and I were to say, be saying something to the effect of, Jared, why do you love me? And I hand him a cup of coffee and I say, oh, because I brought you coffee. I'm giving Jared a reason why he loves me. Well, that's making it about Jared, which you can absolutely positively do. We know my bodybuilder friend literally asks women all the time, why do you love me? Why do you love me? You know you love me. Tell me why you love me. You know you love me. Tell me why you love me. You're in love with me. Tell me why you're in love with me. These questions make us wonder why. Well, in this case, when he would ask a girl, he would say, oh, because I brought you coffee. So, Jared, why do you love me? Because I brought you coffee in an Alabama mug. It gives him a reason why he would love me. And the more I ask him and give him reasons, I'm not making him think I'm filling in his blank. But if I just say, Jared, why do you love me? And let him answer it, that dreaded adult extracurricular activity answer may come up, which you might not like. And then you go, you better have 2 more answers for that. Otherwise, you're not getting it tonight. Or you can say, oh, you can do that adult extracurricular activity answer tonight because that's what you want. But when we are in doubt and chaos and resistance, I always give an answer. So you are frustrated and you're angry. Why did the third party leave? Because Susie said so. Literally, one of my clients got her ex-husband divorced because she walked around and said they got divorced because Susie said so. And it worked because she put it outside of her and was creating not with just herself, but Susie became the universe, which helped it happen. So you have to give a universe type answer. So a lot of people will use the word universe. You can use the word source. You can use energy. You can use Susie. You can use your best friend. I have a friend of mine who tells me that I can use her name if it's something that I wouldn't approve of, because she would totally approve of. So if I want to do something bad, I can use her name because she totally says it's okay. And she'll even text me because I said so. You can also use God. You can use answers that are consciously created. It cannot be an answer that is unconsciously created. So you don't consciously blink, you don't consciously breathe, you cannot use those as an answer. Why am I happily married to Jared? Because I blink. That's not going to work. You have to put it out there. Well, one of the answers I came up with in a coaching session, and a lot of the ladies who want to get married in a church or believe in God absolutely love, is, why am I happily married to Jared? Because God made it happen. So if God made it happen that I'm happily married to Jared, God becomes the universe, and it allows it to happen. We all know I am Catholic. I am a boring Catholic girl by Catholic girl standards, though, mind you, very boring Catholic girl. I didn't do any of the things that most of those Catholic girls supposedly did. I am the boring Catholic girl. But I believe in God. I believe that there is a higher power out there that helps me to create my life. It is the co-conspirator. I love the poem Footprints in the Sand. Now, I'm not sure I could quote the whole poem, but if you give me a second, I actually just sent it to somebody recently, and I can read you the poem. But I have to find it, because I sent it to somebody. And we have lots of texts here, so I'm not finding it. Let's go to my photos. See, this is what happens when you get a bonus picture or video or whatever you want to call it this week. Huh? Where's my video? I can't find it. Huh? Where is there it is. Okay. So Footprints in the Sand is a poem. I do not know who the author is, and I do not have the author's name. So whoever did this, in my opinion, this is one of the most beautiful poems in the world. Footprints in the Sand. One night I dreamt I was walking along the beach with the Lord. Many scenes from my life flashed across the sky. In each scene, I noticed footprints in the sand. Sometimes there were 2 sets of footprints, other times there was 1 only. This bothered me because I noticed during the low periods of my life when I was suffering from anguish, sorrow, or defeat, I could only see 1 set of footprints. So I said to the Lord, "You promised me, Lord, that if I followed you, you would walk with me always." But I noticed that during the most trying periods of my life, there was only 1 set of footprints in the sand. When I needed you the most, have you not been there for me? The Lord replied, "The times when you have seen only 1 set of footprints, my child, is when I carried you." So I am your other footprints in the sand. I am the person who walks with you by your side. I may not be carrying you, but I'm head slapping you Jethro Gibbs style from NCIS. Let's whack you upside the head and tell you, stop saying that. Don't do this. Try this instead, because this works. But when you answer your questions, why am I happily married to Jared? Because God made it happen. Why am I happily married to Jared? Because Susie said so. Why am I happily married to Jared? Because the universe brought it about. When you start answering your questions, you are telling the universe, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this, and the universe has to deliver it. So when I use Minion Dave, Dave is another character that I can put this out to. Dave, I ordered this, so you need to go into the warehouse, you need to put it in a box, you need to give it to Delivery Dawn so she can send it to me. Well, if I keep saying, why am I happily married to Jared? Because Dawn delivered it. Every time you are in chaos, you are in doubt, you are in resistance, you are thinking, I just can't do this anymore, start telling the universe why you got this. And make the reason simple and believable. Because God made it happen. Susie said so. Because your best friend would be so angry at you because you got this. Your daughter would be so happy for you. Think about ways you can do this. Who's your footprint in the sand? Who is it? Is it me? Is it God? Is it the universe? Is it your best friend? Is it Lucifer? We all know Susie loves Lucifer, and Susie thinks Lucifer is the Netflix show and Tom Ellis and that beautiful British accent. Oh, yummy. Lucifer's amazing. So I don't even care if you say because Lucifer made it happen. I have clients who are atheists and they're not going to use God. I have clients who are upset because they don't like to use because Susie said so. But make your answer something where the person that is manifesting with you is going to be proud of you when you get that. So if I walked into my daughter's house and said, Savannah, guess what? She's going to say, Mom, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. That's wonderful. But if she looks at you and she goes, Mom, really, you did that? Are you serious? Don't you think that's a little ridiculous that you did that? Mom, why would you do something like that? I definitely would not be using Savannah as my answer. I have another friend, and when I give things away, she's just like, keep giving it away, keep giving it away. You know, that's how you manifest. It can be the word higher power. You can give the higher power a name, but you're answering your questions specifically when you have doubt or chaos. The other reason to answer your questions is because you are in fight mode. This is mine. I'm not accepting anything else. Now make it happen because I want it and you're going to bring it to me. So Dawn has to deliver whatever you keep saying over and over and over again. So if you think about it, how sweet is it that you want to be married and you are to walk around when you believe in God and say, why am I happily married to Jared? Because God made it happen. Not everybody's going to agree with me on the word God. Pick your word. Answer your questions so that the universe has no doubt this is what you want, and you keep telling them over and over and over again until that thing actually shows up. Now, once you get happily married to Jared, you still have to ask, why am I happily married to Jared? Some days you're going to answer that question because, you know, Jared's going to upset you and you're going to go, seriously, Jared, remind me again why we are happily married? And he's just going to look at you and go, not really sure today. And you're going to go, oh, yeah, because God made it happen. Or because Susie said so. Or because my best friend said so. Or because I pissed off the universe by doing what they said I couldn't do anyways. Think about how you are creating. Your words are really, really powerful. And the more you project and put out in a focus forward motion what you want to bring into your reality, the faster it's going to show up when you tell the universe, God, the angels, whoever you use, that life is absolutely amazing because God made it happen. Life is absolutely amazing because the universe made it happen. Life is absolutely amazing because Savannah said so. Think manifesting is hard. It's not. It's really talking about what you want. I love Norman Vincent Peale, and he is the biggest one that resonated with me when I was first learning how to consciously create my life. And he kept saying over and over and over again, if you want something, keep talking about it. The person at work who says they're going to date this person or they're going to have this car, and you're all laughing at her because she's driving this beat up old car, and the next thing you know, she pulls in with a really beautiful black Camaro and Jared's sitting in the passenger seat because she didn't let him drive because it's her car. Think about it. Some days Jared's going to drive, some days Susie's going to drive. Some days neither one of us are going to want to drive, and we're going to send Savannah because Savannah loves me and she does wonderful things for me. I could say because I'm spoiled, and people will go, that's just not really nice. She's your daughter. Of course she's going to do things for you. She doesn't have to. I appreciate everything she does. What Savannah does for me is absolutely positively amazing. What Jared does for me is amazing. What you guys do for me is amazing. But if I don't feel good and I'm not constantly putting it out there, that I feel good because I got this thing, or it showed up in the most fun way, I'm rejecting and creating chaos. So think about it. Play with the different answers and tell me which one works best for you. You guys have an absolutely positively amazing day. And as always, I love you. Leave me a comment and let me know how I am drastically changing your life for the better.